Welcome to Freedom Fridays. And the title I've given today is Being Present in Your Relationships. Yes, being present in your relationships. And this message, this exhortation or encouragement is also referring to the inner and your close people circle, your family, your loved ones, your people close to your heart. So this message is not for anybody and everybody, but only for you and your loved ones, their close, intimate relationships in your life. So maybe next week we'll broaden it up for general things. But being present in our relationships is very important. What I've observed in my relationships and whatever I've seen in so many families and so many people, we are either stuck in the past or worried about the future. Our conversations with our loved ones are also stuck with past or worried about future. Either there is guilt and regret, either there is fear or worry. Either we are crying over spilt milk or we are questioning what if this will happen, what if that will happen. So I've noticed one thing, that being present, being involved, being in the moment, being in the now is a lot of time missed in our relationships, because all the I understand looking back to the old good memories. When we have our family gatherings, we love going back and remembering the old good memories we spent together. That's beautiful. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a lot of conversation about what happened negative 10 years back, 10 minutes back, or even 10 seconds back. All our conversations are circling those things. Or either we are worried, planning, what if this will happen? What if this will not happen the way we have planned? And so many things. So that's why I have recognized 3 statements which I will present to you, and you can judge for yourself, but I will tell you my opinion about them. So first statement I want to tell you about is I told you. And I would love to avoid this statement, and I would love you to avoid this statement with your loved ones. I told you. I told you. मैंने बोला था. You never listened to me. I warned you. I told you. You know, when people make mistakes, especially your loved ones, first of all, mistake. They missed it. It was not intentional. Nobody wants to make a mistake. Nobody wants to take wrong decisions. Nobody wants to do all these things. So when your loved ones make mistakes, the last thing they want to hear from you is a taunt saying, I told you. I told you this. I told you this. We don't want to hear that right now. And some people say, oh, I don't taunt. I never taunt. But your eyes do. Your facial expression do. Some people think that if it does not come out, they're doing good. No. If you stop feeling those emotions, then you're doing good. So taunt can be verbal, taunt can be with your facial expressions and your eyes. And I told you. So avoid speaking this statement to your loved ones, because when we make a mistake, this is the last thing we want to hear from you. The second thing I've noticed is, I don't know it's a statement or no, do this or jump to solutions, a solution mentality. Just give the solution quickly. Oh, this happened, okay, do this. This happened, okay, do this. A lot of people have problems, but I have observed so many people have a lot of solutions. They'll not apply in their life, but they are always ready to give you solution. Okay, do this, jumping on to solution. Sometimes we just want you to be there. We want your presence more than your words. We just want you to be there. And the third and most beautiful statement, which I think is, it's okay. It's okay, I understand. It's okay, we'll fix it. It's okay, we'll do something about it. It's okay, don't worry, we'll manage. It's okay. So if you want to say something to your loved ones, just practice this one line. It's the most comforting line. When we make mistakes, we want to hear this from our loved ones. It's okay. It's okay. We want presence more than the words. It's very important to give an atmosphere of grace, an environment of grace rather than pressure. You can give pressure in your work area, in sports, pressure or little push is good for your sports. You'll perform better, you'll work better. You can do it in a lot of other places. But in your relationships with your loved ones, I don't think pressure is a good idea. In your relationship, you should be full of grace. I don't know about you, but I don't like being being under pressure and somebody looking at me, how am I doing? And it's okay if my boss does it to me, but I don't want my loved ones who I stay in love with, they keep looking at me. Oh, I don't do good under pressure. And I believe a lot of people are like me, they don't do good under pressure. Give your loved ones a freedom, a space of grace, an environment of grace. I remember this very funny story. We were young and we used to play cricket in our colony park, what do we call it, community garden, and we were small. So I have this one cousin of mine, he's elder to me, and he was pursuing cricket pretty professionally and he used to love cricket. And when he used to come and play with us, nobody wants to be in his team. Because if I am in his team, the simplest of catches which I can catch very easily, the simplest of fielding which I can field very easily on a normal given day, but if I am in his team, I will misfield everything, I will drop all the catches. Because he used to yell at me, yell at everybody. So we used to be so scared and fearful as kids that if we are in his team, our performance will go zero. Because I don't know, I believe elsewhere, I don't know, but in our loving relationships, fear, pressure, that's not the right things we build on. We build on love, we build on grace. A lot of people, if I ask you this simple question, when was the last time you opened your heart and spoke to somebody? Somebody will think, somebody will remember good old days, somebody will say, I have a couple of people who I... But the problem with people is we have so many friends on Facebook and Insta, WhatsApp, our entire day goes in receiving forward messages and forwarding forward messages. But if I ask you, do you open your heart and speak to somebody in your life? No. Why? Because maybe we are only not creating that environment of grace, of no judgment. You can talk to me anything. I remember this beautiful story one lady shared. She was not 18 and so she was not allowed to drive a car. She did not have a license. So she asked for her father's car and father said, okay, don't go on the main road, just go around the neighborhood. She obviously went on the main road and she banged her car. But the beautiful part of the story is she took out a cell phone and she called her father. And she said, Dad, I took the car on the main road and I crashed it and what all the story. And his father's response was all the more beautiful and amazing. He said, it's okay, don't worry, I'm coming. This is the response we want from our loved ones. If you respond in a different manner or opposite to this, we will not tell you anything next time. We will hide from you. Kids, they'll tell their mama everything, but their papa will not. I don't know, different families, some kids will tell their papa and they'll never tell their mom. So if you give them an environment of grace, because who does not make mistakes? Everybody makes mistakes. But the question to be asked is, who wants to make mistakes? Nobody wants to make mistakes. Nobody. We all want to do good, take the right decision, go in a good direction in life. Nobody wants to drop a 1 lakh rupee iPhone or break a crockery or, overboil the milk so that it just overflows and do anything which brings loss or any kind of material loss. Nobody wants to break nothing. So it's very important that when your loved ones make mistakes especially, go to them, sit with them, hold their hand or put your hand on their shoulder and just say, it's okay. It's okay, no problem. We'll take care of it, we'll fix it. The most comforting words you can give them is, it's okay, I understand. And that is what you should do. I was talking to my wife today and I asked her, see, you love talking. Of course, all the wives might love talking. I said, why don't you talk with a wall or a chair? Because when you are talking, you don't want me to respond. You want me to just listen. So might as well talk to a wall or a chair. But they want people who have emotions and they want to pour out their heart to someone who will not judge them. And we husbands, we have this responsibility. Listen to your wives, listen to your mothers, listen to your loved ones and let them pour out their heart. A lot of people get healed just by pouring out their heart. A lot of people are still sick because they have loved ones, they have family, but there's nobody they can pour out their heart to. You might say, I have nobody. Nobody's there for me. Nobody's present for me. Are you present for somebody? I don't have friends. Have you been a friend to somebody? If there's nobody for you, you be there for somebody. Create a trust factor that, I'll not judge you. You can trust me. Pour out your heart to me. These relationships are all that you have in your life. This is the treasure of your life. People who love you, who you love, no judgment, talk heart to heart. This is the treasure of our life. Invest, give value to your relationships. So I'll just close this thing and wrap it up. Be present for your loved ones. Avoid saying, I told you, how many times, you never listen. Nobody wants to listen to all this. And when some people make mistakes around you, your loved ones, don't jump to solution. Do this, fix this. We don't want fixing. We don't want your words. We want your presence. You will say that, I have the words of wisdom. I'm speaking wisdom. Wisdom. For wisdom to manifest, it requires two people. One who speaks wisdom. Second is one who can receive with an open heart. So if the second person is not ready, nobody is there to receive with an open heart, your wisdom is flop. So stop sharing your wisdom unless you have a heart open and prepared to listen to that wisdom and bring the much needed changes, which you have a separate time for that. But in that moment when they're feeling guilty and bad and they're already feeling miserable, the last thing they want to hear is, I told you, do this. Just be there. Tell them, it's okay. It's okay, never mind. Hota hai. Don't worry, don't bother. This is not more important. You are more important. Love your people, love your loved ones. And I'm just telling you, you will enjoy life. Relationships are beautiful. And you just need 3 things in a relationship. Just write it down. The most important thing in the relationship is communication. The second most important thing is communication. And the third most important thing is communication. Sit down. Make your tone gentle and loving and communicate your heart. Be transparent with your loved ones. Be yourself. And for you, when your loved ones are around, don't be sitting with the judgmental mentality. Just let them be who they are. Let them express their heart. I'm telling you, your loved ones will get healed just you hearing them. Just you giving them a hearing heart, an understanding heart that will heal a major problem, and sicknesses also will go from your loved ones. Just give them a understanding and hearing heart. Okay, so this is enough for today, I think. Next week I'll come up with more relationship thoughts, and as I said, I will broaden it up. We'll not just stick to the primary circle of relationships. We'll just broaden it up to more general level. And I'm just so tempted to tell you the topic for next week, but I'll not tell you. So you keep guessing. I'll come up. It's a very interesting one, and I'm very excited. Relationships are something which are on my heart. My very first book which I wrote, that was on relationships, though I never published it. If you want soft copy, I'll send it to you. Okay, so you take care. I'll see you next Friday with more thoughts which will liberate your heart. And my main aim is to bring you to a place of having loving and beautiful and free relationships. Give grace, give an environment and space of grace in your house, in your family. Don't put your loved ones under pressure. They are already under pressure when they go on work, when they go to communities, and wherever they go, they get pressure. When they come back home, give them grace. Thank you. Good night. God bless you all.